what it was. Y'all know who it is, and you tuned in with Priceless Knowledge yourself, and I figured I'd put y'all down with a little cosmic insight for today. And say, man, it's November 4th, 2020, and we got a little bit to talk about, y'all. We got the moon now in Leo, forming this fiery trine with Mercury in Sagittarius, as well as Mars and Chiron both in Aries. So, with that being said, and keeping that in mind, I don't like to waste no time, so let's get it cracking, huh? I want to remind y'all that the moon spends 2.5 days in each sign, and it represents our emotional nature, our instinctive awareness, how we feel. And the moon is the closest celestial body in relation to Earth in the whole solar system, so it has the strongest effect on our moods and personality on a day-to-day basis. Just like the moon controls the Earth's tides, and the Earth is 65% water, your body is 65% fluid as well, so the moon has an extremely strong effect on you. And when we're talking about the transit moon, it's really going to set the emotional tone of whatever sign it's in for those few days that it's there. And, when we're talking about the moon, y'all, it's really about how you feel. And so if you're feeling some type of way, I really look where to see where the moon is and see how it's aspecting your natal moon in your chart. And it might show you what the fuck you got going on. And so, where's the moon at now? The moon is in Leo, man. It's going to spend 2.5 days there. And first of all, the moon in Leo really speaks to our inner child. This is really going to be a warm, generous, wholeheartedly loving transit that's going to help keep us from getting caught up in the pettiness that's going on out there. But at the same time, it might prevent us from opening up and revealing how we truly feeling about certain shit. For the next few days, the desire to be noticed, appreciated, and the center of attention for those we love is going to kind of come to the forefront. So when the moon is in Leo, I'm going to let you know right now, you got to watch out because there's going to be some attention-seeking behavior going on out here. And, hey, man, that's cool in a way, but at the same time, man, why don't you just chop it up with people and let them know that your needs to be met instead of showing your ass? I'm just saying. Now, if you have some positive, creative way you want to get your lover's attention or let people know you love them, hey, more power to you. But if you throw a motherfucking temper tantrum, I'm not trying to hear it at all. But who am I? So, let me tell you right now, if people feel like they're not being paid attention to by those who they want to be paid attention to by, you got to be on red alert for people to express their emotions a lot more vigorously. And, they're going to want to show their ass. This is going to be the time when, if they feel like their needs are not being met, you're going to be known about it. You're going to get known about it. Hey, though, this is also a perfect time because of this drama that comes with the Leo moon to appear on stage, perform. It's an even better time to get the wreck on the floor with them babies and play, man. Because as I said, Leo speaks to your inner child. And with the moon here, man, it really wants you to, it's going to make you feel connected to any children you have in your life. And, I say that when the moon is in Leo, if you serve your inner child, I best believe it's going to serve you. And I think this is the perfect time to try to find some kind of positive, creative outlet for your emotions, if you're not able to express them verbally. That's just my opinion. But the main thing we're going to have to work on is attention-seeking behavior. Let's do it. Hey, I know I be guilty of it. I got Venus in Leo. I got Mercury in Leo. I got the moon in Pisces in the 5th house of Leo. So I have a tendency to show my ass. I ain't gonna lie to you. But, hey, I'm me. I'm trying to get this log out of my eye so I can help y'all get these splinters out of y'all eye, right? And so, as I said, man, earlier, we got this moon in Leo forming a fiery trine with Mercury in Sagittarius at about 3 degrees. The moon is our instinctive awareness, our emotional nature. Mercury is going to be our communication and our logic. And with this particular trine, it's going to allow us to get our emotions and our reasoning on the same motherfucking page, which is really going to help us make more sound judgments in our decision making. And with it being fire, we'll probably still be able to be pretty passionate about the outcome of it. You know what I mean? And that's a beautiful thing. Remember, with fire, it's passion. With water, it's emotion. And so we have Mercury right there in Sagittarius also trining, Chiron and Mars and Aries at like 6 degrees on both of them. And Mercury is communication and logic. Chiron is the wounded healer. It's the planet of healing through acknowledgement of concealed trauma. And, closing out this fire trine that we have today, Mercury trine Chiron says that a lot of us are going to have our mind on some fucked up shit that happened in the past. And, with Chiron involved with the moon, our emotions, and Mercury, our thoughts, we might be able to finally acknowledge, accept, and address these issues, which can really help us get past it. And in doing so, once we get past it and get that log out of our eye, through sharing it with others, we might be able to find profound healing together. And what's more beautiful than that? You know what I mean? But the first thing you gotta do is acknowledge that you had some fucked up shit going on, even if it's your own fucked up shit. Because the moon is also trying Chiron. So maybe you need to look internally and see where you done hurt some people at. Forgive yourself and move past it. Speaking of which, anytime I'm thinking about Chiron, man, it gets me to thinking about my dad and my stepdad. And, as I told y'all before, my mama is everything to me. Everything. And my daddy, he's a Gemini. My stepdaddy, he's a Gemini. They both was trifling. My mama, she was a Pisces. They was trifling. My daddy, he cheated all the time. He was addicted to drugs. And they ultimately divorced when I was 7. And I love my daddy, but I've always had resentment towards him. My stepdaddy, he came through. He manipulated my mother. He used her. He cheated on her with her best friends. And several times, I myself and her friends came and tried to bring this to her attention, and she acted blind to it all. And hey, that's on her. She's gone, and I love her, and I'm sorry, mama. But eventually she saw what was going on, and my stepdaddy got left, but he was still always trying to worm his way in. In the process of all this, of him getting caught up, he started becoming physically abusive to me, putting his hands on me when I was 10 or 11 years old, like I was a grown man, and other things like that, lashing out. And he was also a very cold and calculated individual. My daddy, he's warm, playful in that Gemini nature. He loves to have mischief and talk shit. My stepdad, he was cold, calculated, and observant. And so when my mama, and even to the point with my stepdad, that when my mother died, he brought her best friend to the house with my mom's dead body in the room. How disrespectful is that? And so we moved that day to live with my uncle and never looked back. But I always told myself that as soon as I got grown and I saw my stepdaddy, I'm going to beat the dog shit out that nigga. I'm going to beat his ass. Excuse my language. And lo and behold, 5 years later, I was visiting his family and I ran into him. But when I saw this motherfucker, he was tore down. He was on dope. He was begging me for shit. He was scared of what I was going to do to him. He was a shell of whatever he used to be, and whatever he used to be wasn't shit. And so I immediately felt sorry for him. I wasn't going to jump on him. I felt sorry for him. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't have to do shit to him. The universe didn't even have to do shit to him. This motherfucker destroyed himself. Completely destroyed himself. I ain't never seen him again. But right then, I was able to forgive him. And so when we talk about my daddy, I love my daddy, and me and him, we have ups and downs, but I have a lot of him in me in some ways. And my daddy, he's trifling. You know, he is not the most faithful motherfucker. He is in love with himself, and he's flirtatious, and he's Jesse Turner. And so my pops, man, growing up, I never really said nothing to him about it, but every time I drank, I wanted to go jump on my daddy. And a few times I did go jump on my daddy. And it was all, oh, it's because what you did to my mama, you know, it's because you did to my mama. You know, all the while at this point in time, I never realized that I was the same type of drug addicted, manipulative, sorry motherfucker that both of them was. I've done women worse than my stepdaddy did my mama. I've been, in my days, way more trifling than my daddy was. And, you know, I have a daughter myself. And I can't have my karma coming back on her. You know, I realized this cycle I was in. And I was able to forgive them. But when I was able to forgive them, that was when I realized how fucked up I was. And I started beating myself up. And I went down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? And through the spiritual awakening that I'm having, and I'm still going through, I realized the things that are went on. And I realized my part in all of it. And through that acknowledgement, I'm finally able to start forgiving myself. And in doing so, I've been able to move forward. And in being able to move forward and getting past my own addictions and getting past my own fuck ups, my own manipulative ways, my own bullshit, and forgiving myself, look where I'm at now. Right here in front of you, sharing some of this priceless knowledge. You know, I realized that through the shit that I've been through, the progress in my life, the purpose of my life is to be a healer. And so here I am, man. And I'm thankful for everything I went through. And hey, that's Chiron, man. So I'm gonna tell you, my daddy, my stepdaddy, both Geminis. My mom, you know, my mom passed on. That's 8th house stuff. I have Chiron in Gemini in the 8th house. But I also have Charlico in 8th house Gemini. And Black Moon Lilith in 8th house Gemini. So not only do I have their issues on me, I have my own issues on me. And I'm just now starting to sort through. And I want to thank everybody for the love and support, man, because through this I'm being able to blossom. Hey, man, remember, no matter what you got going on, no matter what we got going on cosmically, just because you built like that, don't mean you got to build like that. And if you're interested in any astrological readings whatsoever, please either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. Now, if you're going through something and you really just need somebody to chop it up with, I'm always right here. And you can hit me up and we can talk about it, man. Because I struggle every single day. I'm battling demons every single day. But hey, man, I'm still swinging. And look, man, remember it's Friday. And so y'all can look out here in a little bit for me to bring y'all my opinion of the top 5 least compatible zodiac signs sexually. And say, man, you already know, if you're fooling with me, like, share, subscribe, man. I need you to like these videos. I need to be out there on this algorithm. I blossom through helping other people. Excuse me. So help me help you. If you watched the video and you didn't hate it, hit the like button. What's it gonna hurt you? If you don't want to watch a video, you ain't gotta watch the video. But you can hit that like button and help me get to somebody else that can. That's all I'm saying. I don't need no fair weather friends, man. Because I'm here for the stay. I love everybody, man. Y'all have a good one.